Welcome back, Fantasy Fiction Fanatics. It's great to see you again, and I hope you're doing well. Today is going to be another book review, and today's book is Trailer Park Trickster by David R Slayton. This is the second book in the Adam Binders series, so if you haven't read the first one, it is important that you do so since it is continual. The storyline is continual from the first book. And if you haven't read it, some of the events that I talk about in this particular review might spoil things from the first book. So just so you're aware. So let's go ahead and jump right in with the review on what I like. So just like with the first book, I really love Slayton's writing style. It's so smooth, it's so easy to read, it's very detailed without it being too slowed down by the details. I feel like his style is really, really good. Really enjoy reading it. So, of course, the second book, I was hoping that would be the same thing, and his writing style is continuous from the first book to the second book. It's really a great style to read. Makes the story go by very quickly because you're just constantly in the writing and you understand what's going on and you just want to keep going and going. It really sucks you in the way he describes things and the way that he interacts with his characters. So I really enjoy that about these books. I also really enjoy the characters. So the characters from the first story do come over into this second story, and they are all really good characters that I already had been invested in from book one, with his brother, his mom, his boyfriend that he ends up saving and then getting into a relationship with Vic. And there's a couple of new characters that we haven't seen since he is in Oklahoma this time instead of Denver. So we do see some of the people that he knows in Oklahoma, as well as some new family members. So those are all interesting characters that we are introduced to. And the characters that we had originally, like Adam and Vic and Robert and everything like that, they do have growth of their own. We do see them in a little bit of new light. Especially Vic, he is kind of a main character just as much as Adam is. So the first one was mostly about Adam, but now we see both of them and we switch back and forth between their perspectives, and I find that the growth that Vic has in this story is really, really great. We get to see a lot more of him and how he is interacting with the supernatural, because obviously he didn't know about it until he met Adam and was saved by Adam. And now that he is a Reaper, we definitely see how that growth is going to continue forward for him and his character. I really, really enjoyed getting to know Vic and getting to be a little bit more personal with him. So if you really liked Vic, you will get to see a lot more of him in this story and more from his point of view and really seeing his side of the story. So I think you would really enjoy that. And then we continue to see more about the magic system, which is something that I was really happy about. I really enjoyed the magic system from the first book, like how do we start building the magic and how Adam interacts with magic. I really like that Adam is not the king of all magic. Like, he's not this person who's a heavy hitter magic-wise. He is more of a low-class magic user, but still is smart and is able to wield it in interesting ways that ends up getting him further than other people might. So I really like how the magic system really works and how we get to see more about it from Adam continually using it. We see some other people with magic. We get to see the elves, and we get to develop that whole magic and supernatural portion of this book. And it continues to grow and it continues to be interesting, and you end up learning more and more in this second book. So if you liked the magic system and you liked the world and the supernatural portions of the first book, I think you will really enjoy the development and the new things that you see in this second novel. The only thing I really didn't like was that it seemed short. Not that the story seemed like it was missing anything. I don't feel like I was like, this didn't get wrapped up, or they didn't spend enough time on this, or this didn't, pan out with enough time and it just felt rushed. I don't really feel like the book feels rushed. I just feel like the story goes by super, super quickly. And as I'm enjoying the book, really would like to have more to it. So I just felt like I finished it super quickly, and I wish that there had been a longer amount of time to spend in this world with Adam and Vic and the people around them. So I do hope that as the books continue going forward, that maybe the length of them gets a little bit longer, maybe gets a little bit more time with these characters. Are other than that, I really love a lot about this book. It's really a fun, easy book to read. Yeah, if you are not wanting to get too invested on like a really complicated storyline, a really complicated book that you really have to delve into and concentrate on, I would really recommend this book as well as this series. If you haven't read the first book, definitely read that one first. They are both books that are easy and they're fun and they're very interesting with a little bit more of an in-depth plot line. So you're not leaving yourself with something subpar plot-wise. You still get the depth of the plot, but it's not a super hard read, and it's not something that's going to take up a long time to get through. So super, super fun. The characters are great. I really, really love a lot to do with this book, and I continue to like all the things that I liked in the first book in the second book, and Slayton did an excellent job. So I highly, highly recommend this one. Definitely go check it out if you are looking for an urban fantasy series that you are wanting to delve more into, or if you've read the first one and you really loved the first one, definitely check out the second one. You will like it just as much as you liked the first one. I think that's all I have to say, so I'd love to know if you guys have read this book, or if you are planning to read it, go ahead and let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.